If you head south on the Mississippi River, you'll eventually end up in Venice, Louisiana. Truly a sportsman's paradise, Venice is unlike any place in the state and hosts a variety of salt and freshwater fish, numerous species of waterfowl, wild boar, marsh rabbits, crab, and shrimp. Me and the Duck Camp Dinners crew are leaving the comforts of Gibson and meeting up with Blake Ittman, who pilots ships through the Mississippi Delta and is also a longtime native of the area. My name's Chef Jean-Paul Bourgeois, and this is Duck Camp Dinners. So we are headed to Venice, Louisiana to meet up with my buddy Blake Ittman. And he's picked out some really good-looking duck ponds for us to make a couple duck hunts. He's been scouting on some wild hogs to hunt. We're definitely got some fishing trips lined up out of Venice. And also maybe some marsh rabbits. We'll see if we can fit it all in. My goal is to make this an epic meat haul while we're down there. But first, we're going through New Orleans to see my buddy Stephen Bateman of Downriver Forge and pick up a set of marsh knives that he's been working on for me.
What's up, man? This is Orson.
Hey, Orson. How's it going, buddy? You don't know about me, huh?
So this is it, man. This is everything right here. So it's this was like the back house. The previous owner was trying to make this into like a little, I don't know, like a second little home. But this is the belt grinder, dude. This is where you sharpen everything. I do all my woodwork on here for the handles.
Do your neighbors hate you for when you're hammering?
They haven't told me anything yet, so I don't know. But dude, I'm blaring like Little Boosie at midnight, so they're probably more concerned with that than the hammering. All right, I'm gonna spark this thing up. Fire, baby. For 7 years in the military, I had a knife on me every day. And, before that, just hunting and fishing, seeing different knives used to field dress an animal or, skin a fish. That really played a huge part in my desire to make a knife. Fast forward to 2019, the first time I made a knife, I was out in my mom's driveway with a railroad spike and her chimenea and a blow dryer to get better airflow to the fire, and just beat the crap out of a railroad spike. Looking back at it now, you couldn't even call it a knife. All right, John Paul, this is you, baby. This is the Marsh hunting knife. This is the one I've been working on for you.
Wow. Look at that thing, man. Beautiful.
It's got some silver micarta pins in there. It's got a full tang handle. It's got some cool curves in the handle, man. I like my pinky to rest somewhere as well as my index finger. It's also got a little jimping on there. Jimping. Yeah.
When I'm breasting a duck or skinning a duck, I usually have my finger right there, and just that functionality of having that extra little grip.
Yeah.
On a cold hand
serves well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
dude, it's like
my pleasure.
It's incredible, man. I'm excited to get this in some meat. Get a little bloody.
There we go.
Stephen's wife, Tasia, is a heck of a cook. So before we drive the final stretch to Venice, she's whipped up a skillet of delicious wild hog carnitas as fuel for the road. It smells incredible in here. When I came walking the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, I just got the hunger pains, It's like...
Just cooking for a professional chef.
Don't take me too seriously.
All right, I'll let you know when we get down there.
On the fringe of New Orleans is Highway 23, which leads you to Venice. On the way, we pass through industrial river towns like Belle Chase, Port Sulphur, and Empire. This highway is a well-traveled road for Louisiana sportsmen, and it leads us directly to Blake's camp in Venice.
We kill a ton of things, we catch a ton of things, and none of it goes to waste. You can ask any of my friends and family. They're spoiled.
Blake Ittman is a straight-up killer. howdy.
Here we go.
Before we even put bags down, we hop aboard Blake's boat and head out on an evening scout. Blake's been glassing this area and keeping a close watch on what birds have been migrating over the course of 2 weeks. He seems confident, but I have to see it for myself.
That's
Looking pretty good.
That's a tenth of what was in here.
A tenth of what was in here?
I'm not kidding either.
I like that, me.
See a little cut grass patch?
Yep.
That's where we gonna hunt.
Okay.
And see over here, how they got this broken grass? That's where they gonna hunt.
Okay.
The ducks all come from this way and come back here. If I turn the motors off, probably hear the geese too. Heard them?
Yeah. There they are. Yep. It doesn't take long to see that the birds are thick here in the Delta. One boat ride and I'm sold, but every duck hunter knows what you see now can be gone tomorrow. So I'm hoping we caught this mild weather and migration just right.
Yeah, well, you're welcome for ordering up such a nice sunset.
Oh, it's beautiful. Let me stare right into it.
All right, y'all ready to pack it in and go get the boats ready?
Yeah, we'll
Do
get the
this
boats
tomorrow?
ready, but I would say equally as important, Jay and Junior are waiting at the den for us. They've already started at the den.
Well, you know what the saying is, huh?
I don't.
10-10 to the den.
10-10 to the den. Tell
Yeah,
me what that means.
10-10's the call for a police officer for a fight. So if you want to get in a fight, let's go to the den.
Well, they're already there, so.
We gotta go get them, I guess.
Come on, we'll go get them.
They're more lovers.
Sun's going down, the scout is done. It's time to go back to the camp, get the boats ready for hunting tomorrow. I'm hungry, and Blake is slicing up some fresh wahoo and tuna sashimi. As the sun sets, it's easy to see what makes hunting in Venice so dangerous. Large shipping vessels throwing big wakes and random unmarked hazards can make an exciting morning going hunting turn deadly quick.
If you hadn't been down here last week, nobody knows where that log is.
That hasn't been there like forever?
It's been there for like 2 months. But like, you hit that wide open and go in the water,
Yeah.
you're dead. 100%. The temperature's 55 degrees.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting to you before you get hypothermia and die. Fog out here is unpredictable. You never know when it's going to set in. It very well could be you can't see the bow of the boat right now. And if you don't have a radar, which many people try and go out without a radar, that's the best way to kill yourself out here, is trying to go do something that you don't know. It's best to know what you're doing if you come out here. If you don't know what you're doing, hire somebody that does. Hire a guide. There's plenty of guides down here that are good at taking people. Do that.
The slow-moving bayous of Gibson and mornings of hunting in ankle boots are far behind us. Venice is a different kind of beast, all run by the ripping currents of the mighty Mississippi. This is my first time hunting this area, and I'm thankful for people like Blake that have generational expertise on how to safely and effectively hunt and fish these waters. Luckily for all of us, there was no 10-10 to the den, and Jay and Junior make it to Blake's camp unscathed. After some BS and a quick cold one, we get to work prepping for an early morning departure. Blake, I know we got a bunch of work to do. I mean, we got multiple hands. Let's get it done so we get set up for tomorrow. So I know we got early morning. What you think?
I think we're gonna get up about, probably launch around 3:15, make sure we beat the crowd.
Got pirogues up here we gotta get down. Got decoys we need to get on the 2 boats. We gotta get them on the boats, in the racks, tied down. Gotta get them all ready. Guns on the boat, shell buckets on the boat. In the morning, wake up, coffee, and the truck gone. Like,
Okay.
no messing around in the morning. Get it all done now. Start drinking beer, eat some food, get a little nap, and then we go on.
Sound good to me.
Sound like a plan.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get it.
On top of you, bro. Got a posse right on top of you. Get your blade out, boy.
I'll let them go, boy.
That's my arch nemesis, bro. Big old rat, bro. You see that man just paw that thing by the tail? Woo-hoo.
So, poke bowls.
Yeah, I think that's the best, easiest option.
I love it, man.
Some blackfin we caught, wahoo we caught. That's a little grouper.
This is what we're gonna be fishing with on Friday, you think?
Yep.
Right on. All right. Well, I got the vegetables you asked for, so
Let's knock it out.
y'all ready to get cooking?
So, my grandparents, they lived off the land. They ate fish, fresh game, pretty much for every meal, because that was all they had. And my grandpa is somebody who really taught me how to live off the land. You always see my grandpa catching redfish, catching crabs, and he used everything. He always used everything. This fish is, was cleaned 4 days ago. Belly gets the scraps. I try my best to emulate and respect what my grandpa and my dad did by using everything I kill and not being abusive to the resource that provides all this food and fun for me and my friends. When you're making any kind of sashimi, you don't want to have the fascia. The fascia is this white, kind of grainy part. Wahoo, it's plenty good enough to eat, but if I'm gonna make sashimi with it, I want a prime steak like that. And then this end piece like that is real good for if you're gonna sear it or if you wanna make ceviche or something like that. And then what I do at the end of this, you kind of scrape this back of the skin and you end up with like a spicy tuna or spicy wahoo with it. I love catching fish, but it's also a pleasure to provide people with really good table fare that they don't have to go to the grocery and buy.
Like, when you get a chance, put some wasabi on that piece so he can get back to filming because he's salivating over that one right there. Yeah. Now my boy can get back to work. That boy lost concentration. He got about 5 minutes of just staring at that piece on that camera.
In Louisiana, you expect to eat well. But dinner tonight at Blake's camp was something special. Blake's love for the land, the fish he catches, and the friends he keeps is obvious with every bite from this bowl.
Man, dinner was awesome. Definitely different from most other duck camp dinners that we tend to have in Gibson. And honestly, I needed it. But what I also need is a little bit of sleep because we got an early morning in the duck ponds tomorrow. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Rarely have I been this excited, this anxious, and this tense about a duck hunt in my life. Never been on this river at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's a little chilly outside, and I notice Jay is also just a tiny bit nervous. There's vessels everywhere. There's logs sticking out of the water. Luckily, Blake knows what he's doing, and he's been hunting and fishing this area his entire life. There really is no better person to be on the water with in Venice, Louisiana.
I am very proud to be from Gibson, Louisiana. I love hunting there. Sometimes we say we mad at the ducks. We not mad at them. These boys are mad at them. These boys are mad at these ducks. Whew. This ain't no joke. Just trekked 300,000 yards in this mud. They mad at them. We might be a little skinny if we hunted out here more often.
All right, we're set up. We got about 15 minutes before shooting time. Feel really good about our spot. Already hearing a few birds fly over us, but not quite first light yet. But
Need a little wind.
Little wind would be nice, as Blake just said. But we're feeling good. Gonna load up here in a second and see if we get to work.
So Blake, we got bluebird today and it's no wind at all, but you'd rather have what kind of weather? Like your ideal weather scenario is what?
A front coming through right now.
Yeah.
Like that front line rolling through right now and blowing 25 out the north. Cold, cloudy, nasty.
Yeah.
Windy, rainy, nasty weather.
So the exact opposite.
The polar opposite of what we're doing today.
Gotcha.
That's a bunch of live decoys about 100 yards from us. A lot more action than we got in our spread. That's gonna be our competition. Don't shoot. Look at that Drake Blue Wing.
Don't want to shoot or limit it to you. That's something we do not hear in Gibson. We'd be pushing each other down and shoot that.
Yeah, we gonna hold off on
I get it, yeah.
In Gibson, we're taking any shot we can at a blue-winged teal. Here in Venice, there is a much more diverse set of waterfowl species, and Blake and Michael have made the call to pass on the early birds, confident that we'll get our pick of pintail, widgeon, and gray ducks.
Is this the most ducks you've let go in the decoys in a while?
I'm scared my buddies might not talk to me again.
Now the big ducks are starting to do it. Right here, bro. Gray duck.
Straight out front.
First legion, man. I think she's picking up the Drake. Kid group on the left. All pintail. Oh, that Drake right there. Mm-hmm.
It's really starting to warm up out here. There's birds kind of coming from all over the place because there's pressure around us, so they're just bouncing from pond to pond, which makes them a little unpredictable. Fun, but unpredictable.
You go left side right here. Right here.
It's sail, but it's down.
Yeah. To the left.
To the left. Hold on. There he is, right here. As Juice Lagarde would say, just a little bit of fun. Just a little bit.
See what this ammo can do.
Nice shot.
This stuff is crazy. I normally shoot with junk steel. I mean, good Lord, that's dead as a hammer. That was a widgeon.
It's beautiful out here, though.
Suck it up, Jay. Soak it in, I should say, not suck it up.
I'm about to say, like, what I did wrong, bro? Suck it up, you.
That was a beautiful little group of 4 pintails, 2 drakes, 2 hens, and we targeted the drakes, got those 2 down, so that's a success right there. It's feeling good, man. Venice is fun.
Kill it.
Yes, sir.
After you shall receive. We're on birds working to the left, Joe.
No.
This is insane.
Gray ducks right here. Oh my God! Incredible.
Grab him.
All right, one more pintail would be the perfect way.
Yeah, icing on the cake, huh?
All right, that's what we needed.
Well, that's a wrap. Makes 18, man. What a hunt in Venice this morning. Golly, that was amazing. Bluebird skies, no wind, but they got some birds down here.
That is a pretty one. 3 drakes, boy. We picking out the drakes. Doing a good job.
Can't wait to go back to hunting Gibson. Now I understand why y'all risk your lives in the Mississippi River.
The hunting this morning was incredible, but it wasn't just killing ducks that has me enamored with hunting Venice. The entire process of push-poling in and leaving no trace has me connected to the old days when Louisianians hunted exclusively in this method. Mud boats are great, and they certainly have their place in modern waterfowl hunting. But nothing beats the quiet calm of paddling in as an excited hunter and paddling out with a pirogue full of ducks and friends by your side. On the next episode of Duck Camp Dinners, hogs are hunted, Blake shares a family recipe, and Juice enters a spelling bee. Shoot straight and come hungry.